Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel MediBill Pro. So today we are going to start our next lecture in English basic learning course. In this course we are just going to discuss all about the English accent. Matters or not? Yes, of course it matters in some situations, but most of the things and most of the time you can say that English accent doesn't matter because your English speaking skills are more than important than English accent. Your natural accent is quite good. If you are just going with your natural accent, that's quite impressive. You just need to convey your message to other person. Okay, there is no need to make your accent American, British, or some other kind of accents. So try to just make English simple and don't hesitate while speaking English. So just convey your message from one person to another person. That is the main goal of speaking a language. Why we are just creating barriers in speaking English? So just try to resolve all kind of a stuff, all kind of a things in English speaking. So I'm just going to provide you some tips and stuff which will be quite helpful to you while speaking English in a natural accent way. Okay, so let's start the lecture. As you guys can see that we are just today focusing on English accent matters or not. Let's see, is it mattering or not one? Okay, so as you guys can see that accent problem, we usually face different kind of problems in our life, including the accent problem. So we are just going to focus on this one, like accent is a problem or not. Accent does not inherently matter while speaking English. Okay, English is a highly diverse language with various accents and dialects spoken around the world. You guys know that पूरी दुनिया के अंदर इंग्लिश बोली जाती है, बट हम मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम क्या करते हैं कि इंग्लिश ना सिर्फ बोलने के ऊपर फोकस करते हैं बट हम उसके एक्सेंट के ऊपर फोकस कर रहे होते हैं. You are not going to speak English, but you are just going to focus on the accent of that English. That is not good. Because आपने जो मेन मकसद होता है किसी भी लैंग्वेज का, जस्ट दैट इज यू आर जस्ट गोइंग टू ट्रांसफर, यू आर जस्ट गोइंग टू कन्वे योर मैसेज. मीन्स आपने अगले बंदे को अपनी जस्ट बात समझानी होती है. ठीक है, इसमें ये नहीं होता कि हाँ भी आप उसको अपना एक्सेंट या मीन्स ये है कि एक डिफरेंट वे से उसको बताएं. ठीक है, क्योंकि दुनिया के अंदर बहुत सारी लैंग्वेजेस हैं. ठीक है, उन लैंग्वेजेस के हर किसी का अपना एक्सेंट होता है. मीन्स पाकिस्तान का एक्सेंट चेंज होगा, ब्रिटिश का एक्सेंट चेंज होगा. ठीक है, वहाँ के लोगों का, इंडिया के लोगों का एक्सेंट चेंज होगा. ठीक है, तो हर कंट्री वाइज ये सब चीज़ें चेंज होती हैं. जिस तरीके से कल्चर चेंज होते हैं उस तरीके से कल्चरल लैंग्वेजेस भी चेंज होती हैं और उनके एक्सेंट भी चेंज होते हैं. हम अपने इर्द गिर्द देख लेते हैं, पंजाबी, सराइकी, उर्दू. ठीक है, इन सब के लैंग्वेजेस जो होते हैं, मीन्स ये है कि इनके जो एक्सेंट होते हैं दैट दोज आर क्वाइट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम ईच अदर. ठीक है, सो मेन जो चीज़ होती है, मेन जो फोकस करना होता है वो इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग के ऊपर होता है, ना कि इंग्लिश के उनके एक्सेंट के ऊपर. सो दुनिया के अंदर बहुत सारी लैंग्वेजेस बोली जाती हैं. इंग्लिश इज़ एन इंटरनेशनल लैंग्वेज. सो वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू लर्न इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग स्किल्स. आपकी कम्युनिकेशन बेहतर होनी चाहिए. आपका जो वर्ड्स का चुनाव है, वर्ड्स की सिलेक्शन है, दैट दैट शुड बी क्वाइट गुड rather than focusing on different kind of accents. Okay, आप जब हेजिटेंट होके बोलेंगे, और मीन्स ये है कि जब आप हेजिटेंट हो रहे हैं मीन्स वाइल स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश एंड योर एक्सेंट इज एंड यू आर जस्ट फोकसिंग ऑन एक्सेंट, दैट्स नॉट गुड. That's not the appropriate way to speak English. You have to focus on speaking English in a correct way, in a normal and your natural accent, rather than speaking the English in British or American way. That's not good thing. Okay, so accents are a natural result of languages evolving of in different regions and cultures. People from different parts of the world will naturally speak English with their own unique accents. As I said that in the natural, you can say that when you are just moving around somewhere and you are just going to talk different kind of a people, you guys know that there would be different kind of a people with different accents. Okay, you should make your communication skills better. मीन्स किस तरीके से बात करनी है, क्या बात करनी है, कौन से वर्ड्स वहाँ पे यूज़ करने हैं, हेजिटेंट होना है कि नहीं होना, फंबल होना है कि नहीं होना. ठीक है, मीन्स ये जो चीज़ें हैं ये मैटर करती हैं rather than focusing on English accent. Okay, next we see what we have over here. ओके, व्हाट्स इंपॉर्टेंट मीन्स फिर इंपॉर्टेंट क्या चीज़ है. अगर हम एक्सेंट के ऊपर मीन्स फोकस नहीं करते, देन व्हाट्स इंपॉर्टेंट व्हेन स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश इज इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन. Okay, as long as you can convey your thoughts and ideas clearly and be understood by your intended audience, your accent should not be a hindrance. Means आपका जो main मकसद है when you are in giving a presentation, when you are just giving an interview, okay, then your main goal is to convey your message. Okay, you should just convey your message in your natural way. There is no need to make different kind of accents while speaking English. Just try to convey your natural accent with your natural way. Okay, Don't modify yourself due to other kind of factors. First of all, you have to just focus on speaking English, like just speak English, just go with the flow. Don't try to make different kind of a stuff which you don't understand. Okay, so next we see it's your accent should not be a hindrance. In fact, accent can be culturally enriching and add diversity to the language. However, there are situations where accent can play a role. कुछ ऐसी situations हैं जहाँ पर accent कुछ play means role play करता है, vital role play करता है, but these are very rare one. Okay, you should start your English speaking skills with good way with your natural accent. So first of all, क्या है comprehensibility? Some accents may be more challenging for listeners to understand, particularly if they are less familiar with that accent. In such cases, it might be helpful to speak more slowly, enunciate words clearly, and adapt your speech to be more easily understood by your audience. ठीक है, कुछ ऐसे accents होते हैं जो कि means less familiar होते हैं, like you guys know that British accent is little bit more difficult rather than American one. Okay, means we can't understand those kind of accents very clearly. इसके अलावा और भी बहुत सारे means languages हैं, you can say that, और भी बहुत सारे accents हैं different countries के different लोगों के. So उस time के ऊपर ये है कि accent को अपना बेहतर बनाना that is quite helpful, कि हाँ भी ताकि अगले लोगों को हम अपनी बात जो है वो proper तरीके से समझा सकें, rather than ये है कि हम just अपनी तरफ से तो कोशिश कर रहे हो, but we are just not focusing on different kind of things, like we are just not able to convey our message to other people or our audience. ओके, सो इस सिचुएशन के अंदर जब आपका एक्सेंट मीन्स आप किसी ऐसी कम्युनिटी से ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं जहाँ पर यह है कि आपका एक्सेंट समझना काफ़ी मुश्किल है, देन यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन योर एक्सेंट, कि हम अपनी एक्सेंट के ऊपर काम करें, उसको एक नेचुरल वे में लेके आएँ, ताकि यह है कि आपकी जो ऑडियंस है वो आपकी जो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स हैं उनको एडमायर भी करे और उनको ईजिली अंडरस्टैंड भी करे. Okay, next is context. In some professional or customer service settings, there may be a preference for standardized or neutral accents, particularly in roles that involve clear and precise communication. In these cases, individuals may receive accent reduction training to meet specific communication standards. अच्छा, कुछ ऐसी मीन्स ये है कि कस्टमर लाइक ये है कि जब कोई कस्टमर सर्विस में काम करता है तो वहाँ पर स्पेसिफिक एक्सेंट्स प्रोवाइड किए जाते हैं कि हाँ भी आपने इस एक्सेंट के अंदर बात करनी है. लाइक जॉब रिलेटेड किसी की जॉब इस तरीके की होती है कि हाँ भी आपको एक ऐसा एक्सेंट मीन्स प्रोवाइड करना है, लाइक यू कैन से दैट रिसेप्शनिस्ट वहाँ पर बैठी है, कोई भी मीन्स रिसेप्शनिस्ट का काम करता है, तो उसके अंदर भी जब आप लोगों को बात करनी होती है तो क्लियर और नेचुरल और फॉर्मल वे के अंदर बात करनी होती है. ओके, सो इसके अलावा कोई और जॉब की जब आप कोई प्रेजेंटेशन वगैरह दे रहे हैं, ठीक है, उसके अंदर ये है कि आपकी अच्छी पोस्ट है, उस टाइम के ऊपर भी आप लोगों को ये है कि एक्सेंट जो है वो अपना नॉर्मल और अच्छा रखना होता है, मीन्स थोड़ा सा उसके अंदर मॉडिफिकेशन करनी होती है इफ़ यू आर नॉट इन गुड इंग्लिश एक्सेंट्स. So these kind of a things matter when you are just having a different kind of a stuff while sending your message from one place to another place. Okay, so in there those kind of a things you just need to focus on your accent a little more rather than your natural accent. Okay, so next one is bias. Unconscious bias or stereotypes related to accents can sometimes influence people's perceptions. Yes, means different experiences. Like you can say that when we just see that American person is speaking English and we just admire their accents, like that's good English, means वो अच्छे तरीके से बात कर रहे होते हैं, ठीक है, उनकी जो एक्सेंट होता है वो भी काफ़ी अच्छा होता है, और अगर वो कोई स्पीच कर रहे हैं, कोई फॉर्मल वे में बात कर रहे हैं, वी जस्ट impressed by their accents, okay, and their words as well. But main thing, they are just going to able themselves to make and convey their messages to audience. मीन्स मेन जो प्राइमरी फोकस होता है वो मैसेज कन्वे करने के ऊपर होता है, एक्सेंट इज द सेकेंडरी वन. ओके, सो ऑलवेज ट्राई टू मेक योर सेल्फ कंफर्टेबल वाइल स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश. This is unfortunate but can be a reality in some situations. It's important to challenge such biases and promote inclusivity. Okay, so try to speak English in your natural way, okay, in your normal way. Don't hesitate while speaking English. Just try to focus on the message which you are going to deliver to your audience or to other people. Okay, let's see what we have next. Ultimately, what matters most is effective communication. Means your communication, you're choosing your what kind of words you are going to choose while speaking English. That is quite important. Okay, and people should not judge based on their accents. people are not judged means हम उनको accent के base के ऊपर उनको judge नहीं करते. English is a spoken with diverse accents worldwide and each accent contributes to the richness of the language. The key is to focus on clear and respectful communication. The key is to focus on respectful communication, clear and respectful. That facilitates understanding and cooperation regardless of one's accent. So as we just see that English communication should be very clear and respectful. When you are talking to someone, when you are just having a conversation with someone, then you should use your formal words in a good way in your natural accent, rather than just focusing on the accent and not focusing on different kind of words which you are just choosing while speaking English. So try to be moderate, try to be respectful and clear and formal while speaking English. Don't hesitate, just try to convey your messages. Okay, and start your English speaking skills today because it's quite helpful, it's quite good for you to get different kind of a jobs when you are just working on English skills, because nowadays you know that English is an international language and every kind of a company is hiring those kind of people which have good communication skills. So try to improve your English skills, try to speak English. You are just going to make mistakes in your initial period. That's fine, that's okay, don't worry about that kind of a thing, because everyone makes mistakes, everyone got nervous while speaking English in their circle. So don't focus on those kind of things, just try to speak English in a normal way, in a good way. Okay, so my aim was that you have to speak English rather than you just focus on your accent in your initial stages. Okay, later on you can work on your accent, but in your initial stages just try to choose those kind of words which will be quite effective, okay, while speaking English. So hope you just get some sort of knowledge, some sort of information from this lecture. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next lecture and try to speak English in your natural accent. Okay, so inshallah, we'll meet in the next lecture. Till then, take care of yourself and your family. Allah Hafiz.